Back in 98, there used to be things called magazines. And the one magazine that I read was Guns and Ammo. I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but they had this magazine called Guns and Ammo. I was looking for another gun. I wanted something that was not automatic and that held the cartridges in after it fired. My daughter was being born, and in the house, I wanted it to be safe. What I came up with was a revolver. To me, and I can only speak for me, it was the all-around versatile gun. I could use it for home defense. I could use it for personal carry. It would not go off for my pocket because it had a double single action. That's why I chose this gun. Now, this is back in 98 when I bought it. When I first heard that I was gonna have a child, and that's this one. Let me show you this. This is the Taurus Model 606 in chrome. If you go back and look at some of the other wheel guns or revolvers that I have put out, you will see this was my first one. Let's make sure it's clear. I'm gonna point it at you. So again, left-hand side, open, you push this in, opens the wheel, spins, cylinder is clear, barrel is clear, we're good to rock and roll. Reading this magazine, Taurus revolutionized the world of guns. Smith & Wesson and Taurus came out with their own type of safety mechanism. Taurus came out with a lock on the back of the hammer, right here. It came with a little Allen key, and you would lock that, and you weren't able to pull back this hammer, and you weren't able to pull the trigger. They only made these from 1997 through 1998. The chrome model was only in 1998 when they produced this. To me, it revolutionized the gun world. Now, some people do not like Taurus. They have problems with Taurus. But Taurus, again, has continued decade after decade to produce some very good firearms. In my experience, I have not had an issue not only with any of the revolvers that I own, but any of the Taurus handguns that I own. In fact, this TX22 that I own is one of the best 22 pistols that I have come across. But let's get back into this. Weight on this is about 1.5 pounds, so 24 ounces, 30 ounces when loaded. It is a 2-inch barrel. The other creative thing that Taurus came out with was these ports, these 6 ports. So 3 on each side, and that was supposed to reduce muzzle flip. Now, it is fixed sights. So again, that straight line, and then you have this. Most of the time, people will put some nail polish or something on here, glow in the dark or red or whatever you want on the end of this tip. And that's dirty. I can't get this off. I've tried. In order to get a better sight picture. This, to me, is a belly gun. This is, again, some up close and personal work. Saturday Night Special. It's chambered in .357. You can also shoot 38 in it. And it is 6 cylinders. I don't know if you can see that. But this was my first one. I think I paid $300 for it. And at that time, I was scraping pennies to get by, but I have always carried something on me. So I wanted to make sure that I got something good. And this has been a great gun. Now, these are the stock grips. Stock rubber grips. I have a large hand. It fits around my hand pretty good, and it fires. It does have some kick, not as much as the other 6 shooters that I have because of the ported barrel on top. Now, it does have some kick. .357 does kick like a mule. 38 is no slouch. This gun is on a J frame It does have kick. I would not recommend this for a beginner. But all in all, I was very happy with this. I had no idea that they were going to stop making them, or that I would get one of the few models with chrome. They only made this from 1997 to 1998. The chrome model only came out in 1998. There are still people looking for this model Taurus revolver. You check any forum and they're looking for them, and they are asking more than $300 for someone that's going to purchase this. I will never sell this gun, and I'm not advertising to sell this gun. I am just showing you part of my collection. The reason I got my other Taurus that you saw in the reviews prior, and if you haven't seen it, go back and look. The reason I got that other one was I wanted a holster. I wanted to start carrying again. When I started off, I had a shoulder holster, and I think it was Uncle Mike's. I got it from Vance's Outdoor. I got this from Vance's Outdoor. I've got most of my guns from Vance's. They just have good prices here in Ohio. They start off with one little location down on Cleveland Avenue, if you guys know where that is, and now they have expanded throughout Ohio. I guess it's like a Bud's gun store, some other big ones across the United States. How is the trigger pull? Double action is the standard 10 pounds. And you can dry fire these. It's a good pull. So if you don't have a strong finger, I wouldn't suggest this unless you're going to use single action only. And to put it in single action, I'm going to cut back here. And then let's see, like we did with the last review, let's see how that this is. Ooh, oh, that's beautiful. That 2 to 3 pounds. It is not much weight at all. I am barely pressing back to get this to engage. See that? Let me show it one more time. Cock this back, and I'm just pressing. Woo! Now, with these revolvers, unlike this, let me bring out my Glock. Unlike the Glock, it's empty. Let me show you this. It's empty. The Glock weighs in at 24 ounces. This weighs in at 23 ounces. So they're both about 1.5 pounds. Fully loaded, this weighs about 33 ounces. Same thing with this one. With this one, I will not, well, either one of them I will not pocket carry without a holster. The weight on both of these is similar. Very, very similar. This one, if you guys that are dad bods, a little heavier, don't have the shape of a skinny man, this conceals very good. The reason being is if you can find a holster, this will go into your pants, and then this is the only thing sticking up. This little part right here, and this will tuck very well. It'll mash against your belly, and it conceals a lot better, especially if you're a side conceal. It conceals a lot better. This one, see the size difference and the shape? This one will poke out. Even if you set it up a little bit different, you have to worry about this a little more. That's why I, for a long time, liked carrying revolvers. I can put them just about anywhere. I didn't have to worry, and I knew that every time I brought it out, it was going to fire. Again, this one you can use in a lot more applications. It has a lot more rounds. That one carries 17 plus 2. This one is 6. With good practice and some speed loaders, you can become just as proficient with the Taurus 606 or any revolver as you can with the Glock. Again, bought this for my daughter. Somebody will inherit this. I think this is going to go to my oldest daughter. I promised her that when I'm on my deathbed or whatever, hopefully not anytime soon, but she should get this revolver because I bought it specifically when she was growing up. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and comparison. It's kind of took off to between the Glock and the revolver. I'll make another contrast video, but this was just to show the difference of why I carried a revolver and still carry a revolver from time to time compared to something that may have a little more capacity. Sometimes I just like to feel like a cowboy. I want to carry that 6-shooter. With that, hope you guys have a good day. I'm in Ohio. It's 8 degrees. It's cold. I hope it warms up soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to make some content to keep putting it out. Big Unk, out.